There we are. There's us.
I love the music.
What is this? Oh god, no. Put that back. Put it back down. Oh no.
Oh no, what have you done? Ah! Oh no, what have you done?
Oh god, Alex. Oh no, it's ruined. It's soiled. Soiled it. It's ruined forever, actually.
Oh no. Oh, what have you done?
That's a really good question.
I just...
Okay, hold on. Oh
Okay.
god, everything
Why?
is... There's a button
What?
down here.
What have you done?
I really
How
don't
did you-
know. I don't know.
Why is
Hold
there a
on.
Discord just in the middle?
Discord is like having a really bad time with this. Oh my god. This is catastrophic.
So, welcome to Backstory Artificer, a very professional podcast created by Greg and I.
Thank you for including yourself in this catastrophe. Oh, okay. I fixed it.
Greg's managed to fuck up everything, so...
There we go. Hi, we're back. It's hey, at least this is the circus episode, so we have an explanation. Oh, all of my other windows have closed as well. This is fires are starting. I see them in the distance. Oh, what a great start.
Look at this one piece. Look at this hair, like reaching down. Some kind of
my
like
hair, it sucks.
anime. Look at this.
Oh, was that a teaser? Was that a teaser? You did a teaser.
No, it wasn't meant to, and that would be called a spoiler because a teaser is something that hasn't happened yet.
Teaser spoiler.
A teaser.
It's a teasing spoiler.
Oh,
that is teasing.
So, the question is,
The
fuck
question
are we
is,
doing?
we are, well, you are making a character that is meant to be a part of a circus. They don't have to have originated there or anything like that. They just, at this point in time, they are a part of a circus.
Okay. So I think our first area to sort of spot on
Yes.
is we need to think of what roles would be in a roleplay D&D, magical kind of circus. Because I feel like,
You can
things
get
like a
real
bearded lady. Oh, like a bearded lady. Less impressive. People
less
can do
impressive.
illusions.
Mm-hmm.
Controlling a lion or a tiger, less impressive. People have animal control. Like, it's not as...
Fair. You also want to think about it from the common person's perspective, though.
Yes, true. People who don't have magic, so they wouldn't see that very often.
Leave your anime
Very
hair
often.
alone.
So... I think there'd definitely still be like a strongman. There's always a strongman.
Of course, yeah.
Because everyone likes a strongman. It would be a much stronger man, like a Goliath or something.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
kind of like bringing Bartholomew into it. Not actually Bartholomew, but just the similar idea. Really,
You really just want to use the voice, don't you?
I mean, yes. It's the end.
But Alex,
There's
the problem
two-
with that is that voice is infectious.
There's two strongman voices that I like. The either sort of ridiculous kind of Russian one,
Or
the
yeah.
oh, that one. I was actually thinking the more they've got a big mustache, like hell yes, I'm a strong man.
That's more like a regal strongman, though.
But I'm thinking what might be more fun to play with is a sentient talking animal of some kind. Specifically, a sentient talking animal who is the what's the guy called? The runner of the circus. Like Barnum was the has a specific name.
The lead, the dude, the circus ringer.
Oh, the ringer, that works, whatever. Anyway, the guy who leads the circus. Because we were talking about last week, and this is still in my head, having the group joining the circus.
Uh-huh.
And I like the idea of you talking to like
fortune
a
teller.
sentient animal or something.
But also, it needs to be something that people could create as a character to roleplay.
True. You're telling me Sir Porkington III is not a roleplay character?
I'm just making it all in...
Sir Pepperoni?
within our perspective, within the correct frame of mind, you know.
Yeah, ringmaster. That's the word, ringmaster. Yeah, also there's strongmen. There's trapeze acrobatics. I think.
Always a good one.
I think.
Super
I
bendy
think
people are always
people
fun.
with acrobatics, like doing trapeze work and all that kind of stuff, is always impressive, even in a magical world, because it's a feat of
physical prowess.
Yeah, exactly. So something
Big
like that
words.
always works. Something very athletic.
Then on the magical side, though, what would be super impressive for the common folk to see from a magical perspective? Like, illusions are fun. You could do a lot of things with illusions. You could do anything with illusions.
Well, major illusion especially. You could
You could enchant a beast. Like that could be the animal tamer type of thing.
Exactly. There's flight.
Fine, yeah. Like less impressive.
Oh yeah, but you know, there's like in like Circus Layers, there's always the much more calm music side where there's the person like wearing bird wings that's like floating around the top with the ribbons. It's similar to that, except without the ribbons. Transformation, like a druid turning into animals.
Transmutation wizard as well.
Ooh, I'm hitting something there. A druid, so can like turn into particular animals whilst doing acrobatics.
Then there's just a bear flying through the air.
Like, yeah, just like a...
Or you turn into a goldfish.
Swings off, and then as they're doing a flip, they're a bear, and then they grab again once they've turned into a human, or a druid again, whatever, human. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I'm also
druidic
feeling...
circus. Oh.
I'm feeling a very dramatic voice. Oh, yes. You know?
Now, Alex, I feel like this person is a woman, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I can't do a woman voice, so...
Sure you can. Come on, just raise it up an octave.
Not as well. Oh, yes.
Oh, no, never mind. Keep it down.
Exactly.
Keep it down there. That's fine. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, lovey. So, but either way, it's like, I do acrobatics, don't you know?
Oh, I've got a kitty cat here. Hanging out. No, this is Kumba.
That's Kumba.
Yeah, look at how pissed off he looks. That's how you know.
I mean, Ellie doesn't look particularly pleased most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. That's mostly because you're sleeping.
True.
Big boy. So yeah, are you going with that idea then? The druidic?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Trapezist.
So, missing a name for a second. Druid. Now, what would be fun? I'm feeling humanoid. For the classic commoner, it would be one of the standard, you know, it would look less assuming, for then turning into these beasts would be more impressive.
I think an elf.
Yeah, elves tend to be quite...
Or a half-elf. I feel like a half-elf would be more apt to join the circus, though.
Not like a wood elf, though, forest elf.
Sure.
Half elf? No, I'm going to go full elf.
Alright.
Wood elf. That makes more sense.
I feel like they're very flashy, though. Like the stuff they wear. Very shiny.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Sequins. Flowy.
Acrobatic. Whatever, all that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, age would be like 200 and something, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
200 and... Let's give us some numbers.
17.
Some D10s to help me out with the numbers. Where the fuck have my D10s gone? There they are. 211.
Sure.
And then from that, they're acrobatic. How do I do this before?
How did you
Okay,
do this
so magic
Herring.
show acrobatics involving what's it called? Transmogrification?
Transmutation.
Transmutation is probably right. Transmutation.
In game, it's called Wild Shape.
Yeah, with feats of dexterity.
This good little boy is all curled up in my arms. He's so cute.
Wait, pick up your cat again.
No, he's so comfy.
Oh, I was just saying with the camera.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to show Sarah who's standing in the room. Let's come on.
In his face.
He's a good boy.
He's still snuggly.
He is
Right.
snuggle boy.
So, history-wise, I'm feeling. Oh, see, there's classic ways of doing like history. There's. I was an orphan and I was brought up in the circus, but I'm feeling more a person that was brought up to be a fighter. So hence the like high level of acrobatics and stuff. But then just kind of went. I'm not feeling it. Like I don't like killing people. I don't like hurting people, and I want to entertain people.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So moved on to the circus, away from like kicked out of a big sort of woodland army type thing. I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna leave. You know.
Yeah.
So
You haven't seen the first season of High Rollers, right?
No.
Okay.
Fighter left due to hatred of violence. I'll leave the rest of that to make it up as we go. Violet. Comes from the woods.
Valenwood.
Yeah, Valenwood works for me.
I feel like that might be from something, but I'm going with it.
Woods. The circus is called
Cirque do roleplay.
No. I was going to say something like Gilderoy Bellington's Extravaganza or something, you know?
Okay.
I'm currently listening to a very dramatic, slow version of the Tetris theme. It's literally what
No.
it's called Ode to Blocks. It's Temptress Ode to Blocks.
Ode to Blocks. That's good.
Thank you, James Flamestar.
The circus is led by one Fernando de Relanando.
Fernando de Relanando.
Yep. I'm sticking with it. Fernando de Relanando. You write that down because I will not remember. Actually, I should write that down as well.
Rolanando.
Fernando de Rolanando.
Oh dear. Right, so we've got Fernando de Rolanando. That's probably racist. And
Excuse me?
this music's rocking. Let's turn it down a bit. Let's go into some looks. So I mentioned very standard looking elf. I'm going to say slightly tan skin. Slightly tan. Some sort of like piercing green eyes from the forest. Or maybe, how about like a deep green eyes? You know, like a leafy green.
Yeah.
Rather than the piercing. I like that idea because it's very different to usual. So, deep, leafy,
You can get lost in their eyes. They're so deep and mysterious.
eyes. Don't you know it? And then there's got to be some fabulous hair in there. I'm feeling like a
mane.
very sort of like, no, not actually mane, clean shaven, but like a very sort of upwards and fancy sort of like.
Well, it's got to be flowy to go along with the rest of the with the stuff going on there.
No, see, I was imagining like straight up, like all the shaved sides and a lot of middle that's got sort of intricate upwards design, and then there's a lot of like on the clothes. There's a lot of flowy stuff.
Like a firehead type of thing.
Yes, but like it's I'd say like a pale blonde color. So I'm gonna say pale blonde shaved sides with like design in the side of it.
It's got that.
quote,
It's got
fire
that weird S
hair.
that people used to do all the time.
No, it's not got that.
Yes,
It's
it is.
more like
No,
it
is.
It looks like a vine. It looks like a vine with leaves.
Oh, okay.
Vines shaved into sides like that. Wearing now. There's got to be something pretty fantastic, you know, colorful. Probably still some greens and like foresty stuff. Probably, you know, from the roots of like greens and browns, but mixed in with like some bright patches like flowers and stuff, you know, reds and yellows and such, in like intricate design. I'm almost imagining like a very Spanish. What's it called? You know, the
Spanish
flamenco
moss?
dancers.
Oh yeah.
That's the kind of garb I'm imagining, like a deep green. I wonder if there's a proper name for that.
Probably.
What do flamenco dancers wear? Flamenco dancers wear a tight-fitting Spanish dress that has reached the ankles, and that's for women. I thought they were male flamenco. It's just called a flamenco dress, so I'll just call it a flamenco outfit. Flamenco outfit of deep green and brown with intricate designs of red, yellow, and purple. I like that.
The high-waisted pants stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big puffy shoulders.
Yeah. Way
that's
too much
pretty much all
chest.
they wear.
Way too much chest showing.
Yeah.
Just like buttoned all the way.
like hello.
It's like, are there even buttons on this thing? Who knows?
Not gonna have a Spanish accent.
No.
So what else do we put into that? Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff in there. We've done pretty fucking well for 15 minutes, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
Oh.
we can.
But you know what we don't have?
The look? No, we have the look.
What's in a name? A rose by any other
Oh.
name.
Oh, right.
It's gonna be called. It would be, I imagine, like a wood elven name. But then, would he have changed that when he?
I think he definitely would have. I'd imagine there are circus names. The Greep, of
Yes.
course, does not need a circus name because that's already a circus name.
But oh, I tell you, Wild Shape.
That's a superhero name.
The Great Bob.
Great Bob. Come and see our wondrous. I don't know. The forever changing. The this feat of magical. No, that just sounds like you're looking at their feet.
Look at the magical feet.
No, Alex, somebody's going to get off on that. Don't do that.
Oh my god, did you see that screen shake in the background?
Yes.
Oh dear.
The magical prowess of the wondrous.
Zoltar. No, that's taken.
Zoltar. The planar god Zoltar. Getting really funny imagery now. Just that
Honestly, I'm blanking. I'm gonna bring up my
Yeah.
name generator.
druidic names. Well, no, you wouldn't. Well, yes. Yes, but no. No, but also yes. The wondrous creeping vine. Oh. You don't like creeping
Whoa.
vine then?
Ooh, Torrenrak, Redminar, Lomingra, Dalsoren, Turusak, Ban Lamir, Rod Tarim, Torrenbar. Torrenbar I recognize.
I'm pretty sure that's the name of one of our horses. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Look, it's like Conbar and Sprig or something like that. I'm so angry that that's just a randomly generated name. It really it is. Talonbar and Sprig.
Do you know where I probably got that from, though, right?
Where? Oh.
Probably the same app, right?
Oh, Lord. I thought we came up with Talonbar.
No, because I said Talonbar and something else, and then you changed it to Talonbar and Sprig.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because I like Talonbar. So we kept that one, and I didn't like whatever the other one was.
Okay, I'm gonna just... Torrenrak, no. Merlarin, Midnorton, Banmarden. I don't really like any of these. Let's change from Walden to...
No, it has to be something for the common folk, so they can be like, oh, that sounds mysterious, and... I don't know.
Brizio, no.
The Wondrous Red Elk. No. Wondrous...
Reptar.
The Wondrous Reptar. Oh, God.
Celeval. C-E-L-E-V-A-L. Celeval.
Salaval. Saliva?
Celeval. I'm going to change that a bit to put a double L in there to be Celeval.
Salaval.
And I'm just got one name. They've decided that they don't want a second name because they're completely removing their heritage and creating their own. So
Of course. Yeah.
one name, Celeval.
The circus is a family, my man.
The circus is a family.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just imagining, because I'm probably, as you've worked out, probably going to do a very over-the-top, lovely voice. Oh, I love the acrobatics. But I'm just imagining, like, this fighting... Oh, fight, fight, fight. Oh, darling!
I love it.
It was like, oh, do we have to fight? Oh, I adjusted my nails. They're so wonderful.
Oh, what's their favorite animal to Mighty Morph into?
Celeval, just before we do that, is definitely the circus mum, even though it's a dude.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. Oh, I take care of all of my darlings.
That's how the Greep is going to meet up with them, because she takes everybody under the wing as soon as they get in.
She, you know, whoever it was, Fernando de Rolanando, you know, does all the arrangements and stuff, but in terms of interviews, they
He's the face.
Celeval to understand people, just, you know, to see if they're nice. You were saying favorite animals. I'd say definitely things more gracious. So probably big cats is quite a big one. You know, the fast ones, cheetahs,
The nimble
leopards,
ones.
snow cats, snow leopards. Sorry. Probably some small cats as well because they're quite cool to be like in the smaller bits. I'd imagine some of the maybe definitely like a big eagle or like a fire eagle or something. Phoenix. There you go.
Can you
Phoenix
morph
is
into a
definitely in
phoenix? You can't morph into a phoenix. That's not a beast. That's a creature.
Fuck you,
Like
you're
a
all
magical. Okay, sure, fine.
Phoenix is definitely in there. Fine,
Sure.
a fire eagle.
Fire eagle. Yeah. There we go.
That would be amazing. Like going close to the crowd, just this flaming trail. You know. Probably very nimble creatures. But we'll get into that in the actual thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna put you on the spot as soon as we get in there. But
But I know we don't usually talk about this because we've got 10 minutes to do it. I want to
yeah, we've
talk
got
about
time.
just back a bit. How is the Greep getting into this situation? Because obviously I'm imagining you'll start us, it's up to you, at the point they meet. How is the Greep going to the circus? Like, you know.
I mean, so honestly, what I'm imagining, I think of the Greep kind of like Lemony Snicket from the Netflix series, where she just ends up in these situations and tries to disguise herself by just looking completely different, but it's very obvious who she is. And I think she just likes to get into stuff. She's a mischievous spirit.
I'm sure there's plenty's happened since she last trapped.
Well, that was in another world, wasn't it?
Fettuccine Pastelor.
Yeah, that was in another world, my friend.
Well, I mean, they can be related. I say I make all the people that I met with my guys in the same world. They don't have to be for you, of course.
Yeah, well, that one, Fettuccine Pastelor, was a little bit of a unique case where the world was post-apocalyptic.
Fettuccine Pastelor.
I think we need to go a little bit farther back, and I can't even remember the name already. Salaval's past. What exactly? What do you think the family history is like? Are they just like a peon in the?
When it comes from Valenwood, there'd be a tribe in Valenwood which are very based, forest-based. They forage for themselves. They don't have so much of a city. They're mostly
based around a large tree, I think.
Grounds. Yeah, I can imagine that. A large tree, maybe some like structures in the trees, the tall redwood type trees.
Kind of like a crow's cow kind of situation.
Yeah, and they are very territorial, hunting a lot, but they are fighters.
I think they're religious as well.
They're probably not religious to a god so much as to the nature.
Yeah, well, yeah. Spiritual more than religious.
Yeah, very spiritual. Yeah, they're sort of your classic. And I think they have this sort of strong army that protects their lands, but also is very against the big cities that are being built and do, every now and again they arrange and go out with these like attacks on cities with very much disregard for who they're damaging, just to like burn down cities and fight people in these cities, try to
reclaim the forest,
reclaim the land for the land, which is a big sort of terror around, which is one of the reasons why Salaval doesn't really like to talk about the past, and left axis like I don't agree with that, and there's nothing I can do much about it except just stop a little bit of that bloodline. You
think Valenwood's well known in the area? You think that's a...
I think Valenwood is probably a very big forest, like huge, like Amazon kind of level, huge forest, which they claim the whole thing, but they probably actually sort of preside over a good quarter of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they try and protect a lot of it, but you can do what you do. It's difficult.
How long has it been since Valenwood?
Since he left? Yeah. Well, it's 211 now. I imagine probably the way elves grow, was brought up, taught to fight up to about 100 to maturity, started doing these sort of raids and things and disliking them up until about 150. So I'd say somewhere in the region of maybe like 163, decided I'm going to nope. Traveled the world a bit, found the traveling circus for Fernando de Ronaldo's circus. And
what was the initial thought from leaving Valenwood? Just get out and figure it out from there?
It was like, I don't want to be responsible for death and horrible stuff. I think there is a lot of death at his hand, which he doesn't like to think about because it was almost forced into. There was a long period of like, this is what I have to do, and before realizing I don't have to do this, and it's something he wants to avoid very, very strongly. So, I mean, we'll get into that, I guess, with the RP a bit more.
Yeah. I'm interested to find out what happened in the between time. The between.
Well, that's where the story comes into it, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's funny because this one almost feels switched in that Salaval is interviewing the Greep, but I like that.
Kind of.
I like that.
I mean, we'll see where it ends up. Oh, we don't know.
I'm almost tempted to make Salaval a woman because in my head I'm just imagining this sort of this female, but I guess it could be just a very camp male. I'm happy with that as well. I like that idea.
Whichever you think La Salaval is.
Salaval is not subscribing to gender norms.
There you go.
They don't like to subscribe to that.
There you go.
Oh, it doesn't matter, darling, does it?
I mean, that's kind of the elven method of thought anyway. In a lot of medias. In a lot of the media.
In a lot of the medias.
Yes. They live for 1,000 years. What are gender norms going to do for them? Nothing. Nothing!
Well, I mean, it depends, I guess. I mean, in Olalerwin, a lot of the elves are racist, so I'm not sure if they'd be...
Sexist as well?
Otherists. Yeah.
It's basically America. Wow. Wow. That was impressive.
I don't apologize.
Still can't say a lot win. Alex was trying to teach me how to say it earlier.
I was Ole Lerwin.
Ole Lerwin. Ole!
So it looks like we're going to do our Mid rolls.
Mid rolls. Yes. Hi. It's me. Inconsistent.
Here, I'll do mid rolls via drawing a pink pen.
Sorry. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Hi, I am twitch.tv/inconsistent, also known as Greg. That over there, that guy, that's twitch.tv/Mr_Fin_man, also known as Alex. Together, we make up the Mighty Morphing Power Rangers. It's me, Mr. Finman. I like this. I like what's happening here. It's really bad for the podcast, but...
Keep going. I'm doing stuff.
I don't have anything. Hi, we play a part in the Dice Breakers D&D podcast, which is doing really well. You should go listen to it. We only need one more listen to have 1,000 listens total across all platforms. We started it back in the first week of October. It was great. Alex has another sign that's about to come up. There it is. There you go. Dia Breakers D&D.
It does say dice. It's not really work very well.
No, it doesn't. There we go. Cool. Yeah, we just did a really cool episode that you won't see for a long time, but it's really cool. Mark my words. We had a blast. And so will you. Yeah. Alex is still running more stuff, even though that's like everything we've got. Also, please watch our content so that we can stop working in real life. But not the creepy way. No, follow us in the creepy way as well. I'm okay being followed. I really don't care, no matter how you see me. It's really weird because the music that's playing right now is jazz brunch. Yeah, follow us definitely in the creepy way. Anyways, we should
behind you.
We should start the thing, shall we?
The Ripperja.
The what? The Ripperja. The
Ripperja.
The Ripperja.
I'll be prepared. I'll get signs and sort of do them one by one.
Yes. We should just get a bunch of them. Just off now to choose spells. Ooh, I need to start the good stuff. The Circus of Freaks by Kevin MacLeod. He let me get away with it! He's frustrated, but he let me get away with it.
It's called being disappointed. I have a question about one of them. I'll Discord Alex so you can let me know as and when. Is that why you came on to watch our stream? Not for the content? No. Anyway.
Yes, anyways.
Let me just blur myself slightly.
Okay, so we start on the outskirts of a town called Desedia. We zoom into a nice large encampment with multiple red and white and purple and so many colored tents just all over the place. And in the center there's one giant tent where you can hear uproarious laughter and cheers from plenty of audiences. And then we have a familiar rabbit shifter lady walking in through the front of the tent in the middle of a glorious performance by Fernando de Rolando's Circus of Wonders. And the person who is currently performing at the top of the circus in an acrobatic wonder is you.
Oh, Celebrate.
Yes, describe yourself and your performance.
There's a training session. So there's no one watching at this point, I like to imagine. It's just a bit of sort of getting...
it's a performance.
Prepared. What, there's a crowd?
Yeah, there's a crowd.
Sure.
Uproarious laughter and cheers.
The bit that you've come into, I imagine, up at the very top of one of the posts, this platform, holding onto, it's called a trapezium. What a trapezium?
Sounds right. Yeah.
The hangy swing.
Yeah, trapeze bar.
Yeah. And swings. Jumps up, does the big swing, lets go where it arcs midway, and usually in these things you see a second thing being let loose. This hasn't been let loose yet, so it's just let into nothingness and just straight into the air. Floating, going straight upwards with the momentum. The bar swings back as the bar from the other end is released, but in midair, doing a flip, it turns into, let's say something like a what's a nice graceful animal that we could go over here?
The fire eagle.
A fire eagle, no, that's later. No, I think at this
Oh,
point there's a snow leopard or something that turns into a snow leopard going up and just like a sort of a tumble as a snow leopard in the air. It's very graceful, trust me. I know most cats in the air are like, but it's just this transformation between. I think maybe we're pushing the limits of D&D rules, but this isn't D&D. So like three different big cats as this flying through the air with flashes and all sorts of stuff. Goes back down, transforms back into the elven form as the bars swung up and grabs it and swings back to the other side. Goes back, does a similar sort of thing again, but this time maybe some like more scaly creatures, lizards, maybe even a small dragon, just for the impressiveness. Comes back down, grabs it, and this time swings. The other end is grabbed, swings up, jumps in the air. The other one's not let loose. The other one's, the first one's grabbed and then just transforms, as you said, into a fire eagle, which I'm imagining is some sort of big eagle with flames coming off the trailing feathers, which then shoots directly downwards in a nosedive, skirts up at the very last minute, and then towards the audience, and then does a big circle around the whole of the audience with this flame just the whole way before flourishing straight up in the air again, turning back into an elf, and then just free falling straight down to the ground before very last minute turning into something different this time. I'm imagining we'll go with
house cat.
No. Turns into, I was going to say something more like a stone golem or something.
Oh my god! Just an earth elemental.
Just boom in the ground, and then transforms back into a.
And then flexes. Just.
Oh, no flexing. No, very graceful. A bow with a curtsy, So.
An air elemental.
No, back in the elven
okay.
area, and then walks back inside for the next thing to come up.
All right.
A
bunch of
more.
more.
Expecting that, were you?
A bunch of more acts goes on, and then at the end, crowd leaves. The sun's beginning to set at the circus. The Greep is the last one sitting in the audience. Yay!
Awkwardly clapping.
And then she goes up, introduces herself to Fernando de Rolando, and she heads out. And then the circus lead, Fernando de Rolando, is like, "All right, so we've got another recruit here. We have a seer now. She will be starting tomorrow during tomorrow's show. So just give her the act, give her the hello. She has a wagon outside."
Darling, please take a seat. Is there a drink I could get you? Anything?
Fernando?
No. The Greep.
The Greep is...
Did she not come in?
No, she's out.
In the carriage outside. I thought she'd come in with, it's like, okay, does she want to come in here? I'm like, shall I go outside?
Let's just go meet her out there. She's a little...
I'm sure she's perfectly fine.
Oh,
Don't get judgy now. If you judged me by my past, I'm sure you wouldn't like me.
You're always the judge. You know how it goes.
Steps outside. Very graceful, dramatic, just like flaps a piece of ribbon or something.
You see a wagon that was clearly being pulled by something. There's nothing there anymore, but it's like a fortune teller's, like a Renaissance fortune teller's wagon kind of thing, where it's got big purple canvas and curtains covering the front of it, and a bunch of little baubles, bones, wood chime, stuff like that hanging outside. You hear banging of pots and pans coming from inside. It's like, ah, shit.
Of course you do.
Yes, always. That's just how the Greep is introduced. Forever.
Before we continue, I do want to find a more mysterious type of playlist on Spotify. That's what I'm trying to currently look for. I don't know what to go for. I tried mystery. Dungeon and Daddies. No, I don't want Dungeon and Daddies.
Yes, you do.
Playlist. I can't listen to it right now.
Yeah, please not right now, but
Pokemon
eventually.
Mystery Dungeon. Come on, give me something. Dungeon crawler playlist, sure. Play. That's better. So, it steps up, just sort of like, looking down, sort of like, I'm imagining also has one of those cigarette like pipe, there's like a really long pipe with a cigarette sticking out. Mm-hmm. Sort of looks down at the steps like, okay, step up.
A pot flies out of the curtains.
Oh, okay. lifts up the
glass.
a little bit. Okay, let's just knocks on the side wood.
Yeah. Hello. Come in.
My
like
name
a reading?
just sort of steps in through. It's like, no, my name is Selaval. I'm here to
Oh,
talk to you
hello.
about joining the circus.
You're very handsome. Would you like to
Thank
be
you.
my friend? I do need more friends.
I like to be everybody's friend.
Oh, wonderful news. Would you like a reading?
I think I'll be okay. I think I'm supposed to be interviewing you today.
Oh. We'll see. Sure. Sit down.
I think I'll stand. Thank you.
It's clean. It's not clean.
Yeah. Relative terms and all.
The Nutress told me that it's been done. I don't know. I have no reason not to trust her.
So apparently you want to join us on our traveling expeditions.
Yeah, the very fancy man with the mustache said, I could.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
what are you bringing to the table?
I'm a seer. I see all the things across the plains. I've traveled the plains, did you know?
I didn't know. I've never heard of you before.
How have you not? You're not from around here?
Darling, I travel a lot.
So do I. Across the plains.
Well, obviously, we haven't crossed paths.
We have now. Nice to meet you.
As fate exists, and sort of puts out the butt end of the the cigarette sort of pipe, just like, yeah, very nice. Well, there's just a few questions, of course. I have to just make sure that it's safe to have you around.
Oh, I'm safe. I protect.
A bit of a
My friends are-
history check. So, you say you travel a lot. Is there a reason you travel so much?
Yes.
Could you tell me?
No.
Well, I will
Well,
need to know.
Nature is everywhere. The nature speaks to me and tells me to go other places, so I follow it. Also, Matilda
Speaks
says
to
to
you?
listen to the nature.
Who's Matilda?
There's an altar behind her. In the center of the altar, surrounded by many nuts and, multiple kinds of nuts: macadamia nuts, walnuts, peanuts. It's the stuffed squirrel. It's a little seared on one ear. The tail's broken. But the stuffed squirrel.
Matilda?
Matilda, the Nutress. She's very powerful.
Do you gain your power from the Nutress?
Yep. She's granted me my seeing abilities.
We'll have to prove that in a sec.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're not running from anything? Because you
no.
can't have people following us.
No, if
you
anything,
ever
people run from me.
Have you ever caused problems before?
Depends what you mean by problems. I've had people that don't like me. I disarm people.
Legally.
Oh, no. I don't go to big towns like that. I stay to myself.
Fair enough.
What about you? Have you ever caused problems? What is your history? If you're gonna share about myself, you need to share about me.
We'll get to me in a second. First, I want some proof that you do have the power you speak. We need to impress an
Oh, sure.
audience.
Yes. You want to be seen.
Darling, I'm always seen.
I'll need you
Tell
to
me
take a
something
seat.
about my past.
Okay, well, we both need to put our hands on this crystal ball.
Of course.
It's foggy. Like, it's smudged and foggy, and there's a
It's
piece
just sort
of the glass
this is the-
missing.
This is the ball. It's just sort of like.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
And
barely touches it.
the grape puts one hand back on the Nutress. I can see a very seasoned past. You've been alive for a long time. You are an elf, though, so that's obvious. You, the Valenwood. I know the Valenwood.
Yes. What
You want
about
me-
the Valenwood?
You come from a tribe. Tribe of warriors. You don't seem like a warrior. I want you to tell me the rest. I want your perspective. Is that
Well-
convincing enough for you, or shall I look deeper?
We need some proof. Why don't you tell me, how long have I been with the circus?
Nearly 100 years. You're getting close.
It's not actually quite right. It's more like 60.
Yeah, that's close enough, in my mind.
Close enough. I don't think close enough impresses crowds, darling.
The common folk are easily convinced.
What is my favorite animal to transform into?
You really love that fire eagle. It always gets the crowd going.
I am a fan of the fire eagle. What else can I ask? Let's go into
You
my
want me
dark
to
past.
ask about your favorite food?
No.
Okay.
I
Sorry.
want to go into the darker side of my past.
The
See
dark
how much you can
side.
really dig into my hidden secrets. How many people have I killed?
$302.
Off by one. 303.
Do you want
I'm
to guess how many
impressed.
I've killed?
No.
Okay.
We all have dark pasts. I'm convinced.
Darker than others.
I hope you understand that we can't be having parlor tricks. If you're going to wow people, it needs to be more.
I don't even know what a parlor is.
Yes, that doesn't surprise me. And maybe a change of clothes a little bit, just to sort of...
My clothes are fabulous.
My concern is mostly about the smell.
Oh.
We can bathe.
Okay.
And wash, don't worry.
Will you bathe me?
No.
Oh. Will
can give you a
Fernando
10.
bathe me?
If you can convince him.
Oh, I can be very convincing. So can Matilda.
We can give you your own tent, or if you wish to use your carriage. I assume you don't want to be on the big stage for the grand evening performances. Rather a
No,
edge.
I like to keep to myself, really. One-on-one conversations are my specialties.
Well, we can stay on the edge. We'll settle a price. You get all of the money that people pay you to see.
All right. Really, I just
So
like
you
being
have-
along for the ride.
Fair enough. You've got wheels, so you won't need transport. I assume you have something to actually pull the carriage?
Oh yeah, they took them to the stables in the back. Well, at least that's what they told me.
Fair enough. Well, I don't make the final decisions, but I like you.
I like
Mostly.
you.
Not that way.
Oh. You, tell me more about yourself, though. I want more details.
What do you want to
Seriously,
know?
do. The Valenwood.
The
Very
Valenwood.
fascinating. I love that forest. It's so large. It
Such-
speaks. There's so much that it tells. What did
Beautiful,
it tell you?
beautiful forest, filled with so much hatred. The trees themselves are sad. If you've spoken to them,
They are sad.
they're sad for what is becoming of their legacy. The Wilden that I used to be a part of are vindictive and hating and destructive, very much against the druidic nature that I believe in. So I left.
Your kills weren't by choice.
Everybody has a past, everybody has parental figures, and everybody believes what they're told until a certain age when they believe no more and understand that they can make their own decisions.
What was your
All of
final
my-
straw?
Children.
Children.
Too
The-
many children.
Oh. There was no mercy then. They were all guilty in the eyes of the Valenwood.
Not in the Valenwood.
Yeah, the
In the Wilden
Valenwood
within.
wilding.
Yes. Burning villages, killing mountain trolls. There was no end. But whatever they decided was necessary. And it got to a point where I stood atop a dead body of a child and asked myself the question, why am I doing this? So I left and have never looked back. In fact, you're one of the first people in about 60 years I've ever told.
I told you I'm very convincing.
It's not about being convincing, it's about that you already saw some of it. I don't want
I
assumptions.
understand.
Assumptions are worse than the truth.
Are they? Because that was pretty terrible. You've been through some shit.
But if you assume I've killed 303 people, and assume that I've done it for my own pleasure, that's much worse than the truth.
Oh, I don't judge.
I'm
Everybody's the
glad.
same in my eyes.
I hope that's a good thing.
Well, sometimes.
Either way, darling, such dark, horrible pasts. Why did you tell me something about yourself on your travels? Lighten the mood for me.
I've made a lot of friends. I've seen a lot of
Tell
woods.
me about a friend.
The woods, my friends. Oh, well, there was Jerry. Jerry didn't last long. He was only around for a little while, but he told me a wonderful story that about his children. He told me about the time that they would play sports. I've never played a sport myself, but I've heard a lot of tales of the sports. I've watched it from afar. They can be. But he would play with his kids, and now they are off doing their own sporty things. There are other little Jerrys around. I haven't seen much of kids myself. It's mostly adults that come traveling through my forests.
Well, you'll see a lot of children around here. They do love the circus.
That is partly why I came here. I want to be more worldly. While I do love my forest, I want to know more people as well. It's one of the world's mysteries that I have yet to discover for myself.
Well, we have many travels in many directions. There's plenty of time for recreation as well. As long as you're backed by traveling time, you can do wherever you want. Go wherever you want. Try not to break the law.
I try to avoid towns. I'll probably more likely head into the forest than I will town. Like I said, I can speak to the forest.
Plenty of beautiful places that we go past. What is the most beautiful place you've ever seen? Don't say me. I know that's an option.
It is an option. You are quite beautiful. Oh, very chiseled.
Oh, thank you.
Well, there was a forest that had yellow and purple leaves. That forest, that forest was crazy. Like more crazy than me. That forest had tales. That forest had tales of other beasts that have traveled through it. They've been warped by time itself.
Like what?
Well, there were visions of the forest. When I was there, I didn't see the beasts myself. They hide from other people. The forest told.
Story. Tell me some exciting details.
I'm sorry though. The forest told me of a weasel that was 2 times my size. It had 8 legs and 16 eyes.
Does that count as a weasel anymore?
It was, yes. It still looked like a weasel. It was fluffy.
Fluffy.
Fluffy and long.
Like the nuttress.
It was longer than the nuttress.
No, I meant fluffy, like the nuttress.
Yes, fluffy like the nuttress. Relative, of course.
I just want to cut in with shrimp. Do you use 3-ply toilet paper? Oh, fine.
3-ply, thank you.
I think the home one I think is 3. My work has 2. Ply.
Ugh. I think
This
my
is
work
not
has.
1 ply.
I think mine has 1 ply.
Well, a gigantic weasel is interesting, though I'm not sure I'd want to interact with it myself.
If you don't want to interact with nature, then.
Oh, I love nature. I don't like being killed.
Oh, it wasn't aggressive. They were hiding from other people. The forest had to show this to me.
Interesting.
Honestly, most of my interactions have been with odd people that have made their way through my forest. I've forcibly befriended them, and then if they appease the nuttress, then we let them go. That was a while ago, don't worry about it.
If you do try to forcibly friend anyone here, there are a lot of powerful creatures around.
Oh yes, like me.
More powerful.
Oh.
You don't want to get on Fernando's bad side. He doesn't have quite the restraint that some can. He protects us.
Fair enough.
Have you heard of lycanthropy?
Nope.
Have you heard of a werewolf?
Yes.
Have you heard of a were-dragon?
No. Oh. That's cool. I need to talk more to Fernando. That explains what I saw within him. Okay. Well, yes, a long time ago, this plane that I was on, it was a different plane. It was a destroyed plane. I had to leave because it became so bad.
What plane was this?
I don't know the names of the planes.
The plane names.
The plane names. There were a lot of pastas and cheeses. I don't know.
Jesus. Okay.
It sounded
You're,
delicious, but it was
cook?
truly quite awful. No. No, that's Matilda's job.
Matilda cooks.
Yes.
I'll have to try a meal sometime.
Yes. They often don't taste good, but they get me by. She really is all-seeing.
So healthy.
Thank you. Shows
Your
off
hair
her very muscular legs. They are quite nice.
Your hair looks so formed.
It's something like that. Takes off the hair or the hat. Just
like dust, I imagine.
Yeah. Leaves.
Yes, I'm sure we can clean you up.
I mean, some of it's nice.
Have you ever tried makeup?
No.
Oh, we'll have to get you with some makeup.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
Oh, you look so beautiful, though. More
Oh,
so than you
I'm
were
already
doing.
beautiful. Thank you. I know I am
Yes.
beautiful.
But more appealing to the crowd.
I think I'm very appealing to crowds. I've made many friends. Most of them have
Forcibly.
survived. Some
of them.
forcibly.
Please don't kill any of the crowd.
I try not to.
Try harder.
Okay. That's why I'm among the people instead of trapping them now. I've left my abode to meet new people, non-forcibly. I'll just,
We'll see.
try not to prevent them from running.
We'll have a trial period.
Okay.
You can travel with us for a while, I'm sure. Fernando will decide when and eventually make the final decision on whether you stay in the circus.
Do role play.
No, Fernando de Rolando's amazing wonderment of circus and featured wonderment.
It's just Fernando de Rolando's Circus of Wonders. Oh,
Well,
boy.
I'm going to leave and have a shower and wash my clothes.
I'll come shower with you.
No,
Okay.
you can shower separately.
Okay.
Maybe shower in
Close.
your clothes.
Oh. Okay. But close to you, though, right? Near you.
No,
There's a group shower, right?
no.
Oh. The posters were all wrong.
I'm not sure what posters you were looking at, but I'm going to bathe on my own with nobody watching or anywhere near me.
I'm a seer. You can't escape my gaze.
I will find a magic spell. And tomorrow, I just want to clarify.
Yes?
I'm not sure what parts you think I have and what attraction you think you have to me.
I don't care. I just think you're very chiseled and nice to look at, to the eye, to Matilda.
I'll
Matilda likes you too.
Pass on my notes to Fernando and see what he says. You'll find out tomorrow. Just stick around.
Oh, sure. Yes. I have my first gathering tomorrow.
Okay. Ta-ta.
All the... Yes, bye.
Just turns around, just like ta-ta.
Yeah.
Steps out.
Okay.
Vaguely trying not to touch anything. Just like,
Matilda, we have a new friend.
not a friend.
You're a friend.
Not a friend.
Oh.
She's fucking creepy. Instead of how it's not like.
You can never tell if she's unhinged or partly there.
No, she's unhinged. It's whether or not the hinge is falling off.
There are times when she's not completely crazy. Moments.
She mostly kept it together.
Mostly. Didn't try to
Mostly.
eat somebody this time.
Yet.
Yet.
Also, I'm loving shrimp just in the chat. Mating call.
Yes.
I love it. Don't know how it is.
Oh.
Disappointing.
Disappointed! So, Alex,
Yes.
next week,
Mm-hmm.
what are we going to do?
What haven't we touched on yet?
We've touched on some things.
Demons and devils.
Ooh, something in the Infernal City.
Yeah, one of the 9 hells.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm not sure how they're going to end up down there, but delivering a package down to the infernal.
You may have to come up with a new interviewer.
Or maybe that'd be quite fun. Ooh, maybe selling. You could be selling your soul to someone.
Oh yes.
I'll try and come up with someone.
Yes.
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 So, infernal
Legacy.
Infernal legacy. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
It is. It's a feat.
Sure.
Or no, it's a tiefling trait.
Yeah, whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they have their infernal legacy. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Love it.
It's good stuff.
For sure.
Yeah. It's great. I'm just trying to wait out the extra minute there.
Oh, you want it to get to
1 minute
exactly.
59. Oh, we have to raid someone as well. I'm pretty sure. Well, we don't have to, but
We've got 20 seconds before it's exactly on the hour.
is Sage streaming yet? No. Last live 7 days ago?
That's not right.
It is right. Sage, what's happening?
Oh, Backstory Artificer's live.
Oh yeah, they are. We are.
We are.
Tim the Tatman is live.
Tim the Tatman is live.
Yep.
So's XQC and Lyric.
We've got D&D with bad people.
Sure.
Good gaming with bad people. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know.
Don't know.
I really want to raid odd rollers, but I don't know what's going on with their screen.
Odd rollers. That's an odd one.
Oh, they're going live in 30 minutes.
Oh. Wait, how do you know they're going live in 30 minutes?
Because they have a countdown. On screen.
So they are live, but...
Yes. 30-minute
Strange.
countdown. Let's do D&D with bad people.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know that much geography of the
really,
area.
That's so
what is
loud.
happening here?
That's so loud. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what was loud, but sure.
I feel weird rating somebody with a lot of viewers. The thing.
It's up to you.
It's why is it always?
You've currently got 3.
Yeah.
You don't have to rate someone.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just not.
Fair enough.
I don't know enough about people. I was hoping that Sage would be live. Raider.
Fair enough. Well then, goodbye for now, I guess. Thank you,
Yes.
Shrimp, for long.
Thanks for watching. We'll be live tonight on our other channels
Yes, we will.
with
11
Patrick.
o'clock for GMT.
Mm-hmm.
6 o'clock for...
4 hours from now.
Yeah, 4 hours.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Oh, wait.
What?
Just popped up in the corner. Someone just went live.
Sage.
Patrick?
Patrick. Scuba. Oh, Patrick.
Starting soon. Patrick just went live.
Ah.
I was like, wait.
That was so last minute. Saved. Why is he streaming so early?
I guess he just wants to get his streaming in.
I guess.
Is he going to be streaming for like 8 hours straight?
Yeah, he's a crazy dude. He our boy though.
Our boy.
Why can't I find him under raid channel?
Trentum. Because
I
he's
know.
technically not, it's not popped up as live yet. He's literally just gone live. I think it's...
Mm. I can't do it.
All right, well then I guess not for now because we've got to end out. Oh no, well I see him
pain in
now.
the butt.
Just
Maybe if I just re-click it. I am so sorry that this is... I can't do it. It will not allow it. So I will rather raid Scuba.
sure. Though I apparently can't connect to chat, so well, I'll connect to a different chat in a second.
Yes.
Anyways, I guess peace, right?
Yes. Peace. In just a moment. Let me get to the channel. I can be there existing and whatnot. And raid now. Bye-bye, boys.
Stream starting soon.